clown activities.
To the ocean is a lot different from other people's because anytime I come to the East Coast,
who's gonna tell? Does it have to be me? I guess it has to be me. Yeah, you're not a descendant of people that chose death over freedom. Because if they chose death, then they can't have any descendants because you can't procreate if you're dead. The other thing is coastal tribes went inland and captured tribes from the inland and then sold them into slavery. And those coastal tribes were also black. So your ancestors also sold your ancestors into slavery as well. And people had to survive the passage in order to procreate for them to be your ancestors. That's kind of how that works. But why are you using a tragedy that happened hundreds of years ago to justify division today? Why can't we all just look at it and be like, yeah, slavery was terrible. Let's not do that again and move on. Because remember, education is elevation.
Shit. Number one, why am I talking about tragedies that happened hundreds of years ago to justify division today? This man's name is Joe Patrick 1776. Which leads me to number two. He has to go further in the past to talk about 1776 than I have to talk about slavery. Number three, he doesn't realize that him sensationalizing 1776 is the one that romanticizes white on white crime. It was white people taxing themselves without representation. You feel me? It was white people tarring and feathering themselves. Number four, you really believe that if an enslaved African jumped overboard, it severed the ties with all their family members? Number five, no, really, you believe that if an enslaved African chose to say that death was better than bondage, that this means they have no other cousins, aunties, uncles, none of that? Number six, do you know that in many instances on the slave boat, they separated family members? So if one slave decided that death was more better than captivity, it don't mean they brother, sister, cousin did. Number seven, back to this, why do I talk about tragedy that happened hundreds of years ago to cause division today? So you really believe that settlers being tarred and feathered by their own people justifies division with Native Americans and claiming their land? Number eight, you really believe that because settlers were done bad by their own people, King George and them, this means they get to colonize and tell people they can't speak their own language? Number nine, why are you so obsessed with me? I just want to know, you feel me? Why you so obsessed with me? We really wanna know. You always with this clown shit. Going on with it, Joe. 1776 is further in the past than slavery, bro. You always watching my content. Take my dick out your mouth, bro.